A beautiful and delicious recipe from Grandma's cookbook is the calf liver fried with blonde onions and apples. We're going to enhance it slightly so that with this recipe, it almost feels like we're in Italy. Two beautiful slices of calf liver, that's indeed 400 grams here, freshly cut. And I already mentioned it, we're working with fried apple today. Two nice L-Star apples, they bring a bit of acidity with them, and a mild cooking onion. This will be refined with a bit of balsamic vinegar. We're frying everything in good oil and seasoning it with salt and pepper. First, we cut our cooking onion into not too fine slices because they need to be fried. If they get too fine, they'll melt away too quickly and we won't be able to recognize the structure at all. So just cut them down. So today we have the big one here. Perfect for things like this where we need a bit of space. And now we just add our sliced cooking onion in and saute it for a bit. They should be blonde onions, so we don't want too many roasted bits. But we'll season it right away with salt and pepper. Because a cooking onion is rather mild, it doesn't bring much sharpness. But that's just perfect for the calf liver. So the onions are sizzling. Then we can start coring the apples. Got it. And then we'll cut off, tip a little bit. Here's the flat side. On the other side, just the same. And we cut the remaining apple to 3 roughly equal pieces per person. We're doing that now with both apples. A little trick from my grandmother. Now, in this state of the onions, she always added just a tiny splash of water. But really just a tiny puddle. That ensures the onions cook evenly. And this water in here is actually supposed to evaporate right away. Just a quick supportive intervention. So you can practically hear it. It's already crackling again. That means our water is gone. Now our balsamic vinegar comes into play. We'll add a little bit. That adds a bit of sweetness for us. But at the same time, it also brings that fine acidity of the balsamic. Well balanced. And I mean, if these aren't blonde onions, then I don't know what is really delicious. We're taking them out now. We're going to let our onions sit here in the bowl for just a little moment and put our apple into the still hot pan, frying it golden brown on both sides. That goes super fast. So after 2 minutes, the apples already look like this. That means they've gotten a nice color. We're just going to flip them over and fry them on the other side just the same. So nicely browned on both sides. And we're taking them out now and adding them to our onions. And both are just being kept warm in the oven now because the liver is coming into play too. And the pan stays right where it is. The liver is going in there now. And keep it warm in the oven. It was about 90 degrees, that's more than enough. A few minutes. So we have 3 slices of apple. I also want 3 medallions of the liver now. And that's why I'm cutting the liver into 3 even medallions. And we're going to briefly saute them in the large pan as well. And we just dust the liver with a little bit of flour, but get some color a bit faster. Because one thing is clear, the liver should only be fried for a very short time. It should still be almost pink in the middle. A little bit of flour, dust it off right away into the hot pan and sear it golden brown on both sides. And we definitely season the liver only after frying. Otherwise, the salt water could draw out the moisture and then the liver will become unnecessarily tough. So then we turn our liver over and fry it gently on the other side as well. So this side is now being seasoned for the first time with freshly ground pepper and a little salt. And now we turn off the stove, push everything to the side, and just let the residual heat do its thing. So basically the liver should rest now. So take a look here. You can clearly see the meat juices just by letting it rest. That means the liver is perfectly cooked. Let's quickly plate this up. And what goes better with fried liver than Grandma's mashed potatoes? We're going to do that with a piping bag here on the plate. Twice. still have our delicious apples and onions. The apples are really nice and crunchy, but still cooked through. And then we have our golden onions, which always go with liver. And now we're going to deliciously plate our succulent pink fried veal liver. Completely traditional cuisine, and yet super refined. So now we want to cut into the liver. I can already see it. Take a look. Pink fried liver, fried apple slices, golden onions. The liver is super tender, juicy, with the acidity from the apple and those balsamic onions paired with the mashed potatoes. Heart, what more do you want? Grandma always knew what was good. Just this little hint of balsamic, that's new. If you liked it, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I wish you a good appetite and have fun recreating this dish. Bye, see you soon.